my channel. Today's video is going to be something completely different. I'm going to talk about games and anime that I've been loving in the month of September. I'm going to talk about games first since this is mostly a gaming channel, but if you want to stick around the end and listen to my favorite animes, you can do that too. If you like this video, please let me know. Either leave me a cool comment down below or give this video a thumbs up so that I know that you liked it, and I will continue to make more of these every month. But anyway, let's hop right in and get started. The first game I want to talk about is Mario Paper Jam for 3DS. I love this game. I've been playing it all month. It's a little different than your typical Mario game. It's actually an RPG style. I don't know if you've ever played any of the Mario and Luigi games in the past, but they're different. They're a lot longer. They're more story-based than your typical, oh, let's go save the princess kind of stuff that Mario games are always about. That's still what you have to do, but, So, basically the princess does get kidnapped, and in this one, it's like a mashup between Paper Mario and regular Mario, and you play as Mario, Luigi, and Paper Mario all at the same time. So it's really different. The battles are turn-based strategy. So that's a little different if you haven't played any of the Mario and Luigi games before for handheld. But it's really fun, it's really cool, and it has a lot of goofy humor in it. And a lot of longtime Mario fans will appreciate a lot of the goofy, silly jokes that they make. The second game I want to talk about is 7 Days to Die. I have spent an obnoxious amount of hours of my life playing this game. It is so addicting, and if you've watched any of the Let's Plays on my channel on it, you can tell that we have a lot of fun with it. I've played it by myself, I've played it with friends, and both are equally fun. It's a little easier when you play it in a group because you can divvy up chores that you have to do. It's a crafting game. It's a survival crafting game with also some tower defense thrown in. So what you basically have to do is you start with nothing in the game, and you have to like gather materials and craft everything, starting from clothes, tools, defenses, and it's the zombie apocalypse. So you have no defense, you have no tools, you have no clothes to protect you from the elements, and you start from nothing, and you have to build a base, and you have to defend yourself, and every 7 days, a zombie horde hits you, and if you aren't well defended, you're gonna die, and when you die, you lose everything that you have on you. You can go back and find it and recover it, but if you die in a horde, you're not going to get your stuff back. So that's a really cool game. If you want to check out the Let's Plays, I'll leave them linked down below, and you can check those out. They're really fun, and the game is really cool. The third game I have is actually an iPhone game. I think it's for Android as well, but it's Mystic Messenger, and as funny as it is, I don't normally play those types of games on my phone. It's an otome game, a visual novel, dating sim type game, where the preface of it is that you've downloaded an app on your phone, a weird messenger app, and you end up talking with a bunch of cute anime style boys, and you can pick which one you want to you like the most, and you interact with them through a chat room, and they call you and stuff, and it sounds super cheesy. It's kind of funny because when I originally downloaded the game, I showed it to a friend, and I was like, oh, look how goofy this game is, but it's all over Instagram, and I don't know why everybody loves it. It's so goofy. It's just a dating sim, and it makes, I think it's just making fun of lonely otaku girls, and then I started actually playing it, and I got super addicted to it, and I've gone through 2 characters' routes in it so far, and I'm working on the 3rd one, and I'm obsessed, and I want to go through all of the routes. So there's that one. Definitely check it out. I'll leave a link below if you want to download it. It's pretty cool, pretty fun time. Alright, so let's talk about animes that I enjoyed this month. The first one is Servamp. Let me read you the synopsis for it. Mahiru Shirota dislikes difficult things, preferring to live a simple life, but after rescuing a cat named Kuro, life takes a turn for the complex. Kuro turns out to be a servant vampire named Sleepy Ash, and the two form a contract, kissing his simple life goodbye. Mahiru is pulled into the world of vampires and 7 deadly servamps of war, and life couldn't be more complicated. Basically, it's about a boy. I don't think he's school-age. It doesn't ever show him going to school, I don't think, but he finds a little black cat, he takes it home, and it turns out to be a vampire. But he's not like your regular typical vampire, he's a servant vampire, and he accidentally forms a contract with Kuro, which is what he names the cat. And it's funny. It's got a lot of action. There's a lot of, battle scenes, mystery, that kind of thing. There's an arch enemy. His name is Tsubaki, and things like that. So it's definitely a good one to check out. At first, when I read the description online, I was like, I don't know about that. Servant Vampires seems kind of cheesy, but it was definitely worth it. I would definitely check that one out. Alright, so the third anime I want to talk about is Danganronpa 3. I haven't actually completely finished this one yet, but I love it. But it's not a far stretch to say that I love that entire series. I've played all of the games. I think I still actually have Ultra Despair Girls to go. It's for PS Vita. It's kind of like the Ace Attorney games. You have a murder mystery to solve, and you're trapped in a death game. So I'm going to go ahead and read the synopsis for it, and then talk about it a little bit. So the world was close to being destroyed by Ultimate Despair, who caused the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. In order to save this world from the event's chaos, the Future Foundation was formed. Although the organization continues its activities to restore the world, Makoto Naege is under suspicion of treason due to him shielding the remnants of despair. The Future Foundation members had gathered together to decide of his punishment, but they all end up getting trapped inside the place they were meeting by Monokuma, who demands that they begin the final killing. They have strange bangles on their wrists and are given tranquilizers when a certain time arrives. To make things worse, they apparently is a real traitor amongst their ranks who is coming to kill the members of the Future Foundation. In this game where class trials don't exist, the only way to get rid of the traitor is to find and kill him. Naege is forced to face the ultimate death game where it's kill or be killed. So, if you haven't played any of the games or watched any of the other Danganronpa anime, I would not start here. This is the last chapter, which saddens my heart. But you would really be lost, and it would really ruin the plot of both the games and the anime if you haven't played or watched any of them. So I'm not going to go into too much detail other than what the synopsis gave away. But all of the characters end up in a killing game where when one person dies, they have to solve the mystery, and if they don't, it can end up getting them killed in the long run. So they basically keep getting picked off one by one, and they have to figure out who's doing the killing to save themselves. Now, that being said, I haven't finished it, but I do love it so far. It has a very different dynamic. Each week, one episode comes out from, past tense story arc, and then at the same time another one comes out from the future arc. So you see what led up to the very first game, and then you see what happened after the very last game. So it's kind of a really cool dynamic. You get to see both sides of the events at once. I really like it. It's a really good anime. You should definitely check that out if you really like those games in that series. And the last anime I want to talk about is actually a movie. It's called The Empire of Corpses.
I'll have to begin by explaining my work. The thing I require first and foremost is a corpse.
In an alternate version of 19th century London, the world has been revolutionized by corpse reanimation technology, creating armies of undead who serve the living as laborers across the globe. In an attempt to revive his dearly departed friend, young medical student John Watson becomes obsessed with replicating the work of Dr. Victor Frankenstein, the legendary corpse engineer whose research produced the only reanimated corpse to possess a soul. But with its legal experiments put him at odds with the British government, Watson is drafted into the worldwide race to find the lost research notes of Victor Frankenstein before the secrets of the human soul fall into the wrong hands. So basically, it's a twist on Sherlock Holmes, John Watson kind of story. It starts out with the main character trying to reanimate his dead friend, which he does manage to do, but all the reanimated corpses don't have souls, so they're not actually that person anymore. It's just a body. These corpses are used, as maids, as labor workers, all the jobs that normal people don't want to do. So that's kind of an interesting thought. Like, if humanity could revive dead people and put them to work, would we do it? Would we go overboard? So it kind of explores that question It's sort of like robots almost in a way, but they're actual living corpses. And it also kind of explores the whole theory of if you could bring someone back from the dead, would you do it, even at the cost that it wouldn't actually be that person, it would just be their body. So it's very, very interesting, gives you a lot to think about when it's over. But the main character goes and search for the way to reanimate a corpse and retain the soul. So it's definitely got some parts in it that would be a bit of a tearjerker, but it's worth a watch. It's very steampunk type animation. It's made by the same company that made Attack on Titan, so the visuals are very good. Regardless of what you think of that anime, the visuals are great. So definitely give it a watch if you get the chance. It's a really good one, and I highly recommend it. Alright, well that's all I have to share today. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up before you leave. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what some of your favorite games or anime was this month, or anything else that you really enjoyed this month, and maybe I'll check it out. But as always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! This is what happens when you have noisy neighbors. What is it, Max? Come here. Come here. You want to say hi? You want to say hi? Huh? Do ya? Oh, thanks. My hair is killing me. It's just like sticking to me. I hate it. Moxie just wants to say hi. Look, Max. Oh, yeah. Say hi, Max. Say hi, Max. Oh, come on. Let me slow my roll. Well, I'm almost done. You just cool your jets, puppy.